Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com. Now let's take this kind of home and yeah, get it where it's listing all our notes and we're able to add notes. So right now it's listing notes. We just need to now create it where it adds notes. So let's do that. So we want to create a form. So let's go to Bufy and borrow some form elements. So Bufy .org, and let's go back to taking some form controls, inputs. Okay, I just really want any old input, so let's just take one. Copy. Okay. And what I want is to have that above the v4, so I want to have this above the UL. Okay, and then this input, we also wanted to have a v model on it. V model equals message. So we need to add the data, a property called message, which starts out as an empty string. Okay. Awesome. And now all we need is a button. Okay. Button. Okay, I guess we'll take one of these buttons. Button. Oh, cool. You can actually, they actually have the ability to build in a router link in them. That's neat. But I am going to use one of these then. Let's use, well, it doesn't really matter. B button type. Just grab a button. We'll grab danger. Control C. And we'll put that right below the field here. And let's see how that's looking. Okay, so we have this there. Which I don't want that to be an email. So input type text. Okay. V field type message, this email is invalid. I don't want there to be a message, so actually maybe we do. Enter a new note here. Okie dokie. And then I'll put a couple BR tags over here just to give some space. Oh, got an extra slash in there somewhere. Cool. Yep, I see. Where these are coming from, but there we go. Okay, cool. So that's looking fine. Again, let's log in. Fresh. If I log in, there's Alex Merced. Good. And then we want to make this button here. So we need to change some of that. Email. The label should say new note. And this should say new note. Okay, and then we need to create a function. So I need a methods. Let's just see where this created thing ends. Good. Methods. Object. Call this new note. Function. I will once again deconstruct the URL on the query. Just makes life a little easier. We're going to be fetching from here again, so I might as well copy the fetch. Okay. Fetch URL slash notes. The only difference is that now it's going to be a post. Okay, and on top of that, we're going to have the body, which is json.stringify. json.stringify an object. json.stringify message. This.message. And then we need that is all well and good. Then we want a dot then. I don't really care what the response is. I'm not going to use it. But what I do need is a method to refetch the data. That's fine. I don't care if it's never used. But I do need another method. So that means really, honestly, what I have here should be in its own method. So I'm going to cut this out. Yep, I'm going to cut this part out of here, out of created. Let's see what I'm going to do. Cut. I'm going to create a new method here. Okay. Get notes. Function. There we go. And get notes I will use inside created. So I'll just do this dot get notes. And just that makes created a lot simpler, but then I can use this dot get notes again here. So inside the dot then, so that what happens after the this dot get notes. Okay. Save. Save. So technically I should, well, I need to add that function to new note to the button. So let's go find the button here. At click equals new note. Save. And let's go try this out. Really? Okay. There. We just want to define response then. Okay. Let me refresh. Let's go back to the main page. Let's log in. We're logged in. I will type in this is a new note. See if this works. Oh, let's see here. Console. Post. Unsupported media type. Oh, wait a second. Let's take a look. Authorization bearer. I forgot to specify the content type header in here. Content type. Application JSON. See, those headers matter. Okay, save. Okay, let's try this again. Refresh. Let's go back to notes. Let's log in. Here we go. This is a new note. And there we go. This is a new note. Another one. Okay, cool. So easily enough, we are able to create a new note. Okay. Very nice. Let's see what happens if I log out. Ah, see, I got to change log out to take me back to the main page. I don't want to stay here in the main page, so let's go fix that. So again, log out is going to be part of header, but really we do it in app. So log out. So then we want another this dot router dot push, this dot router dot push, and we're pushing to slash. So it should take you back to the main page if you log out. Good. So let's go back to the main page. Let's log in. Let's log in. There are my notes. Then let's log out, and it takes me back to the main page. Awesome. Okay, cool. So this is all working. Now the next piece is to make it where, let's make it, the easiest thing to do would be to delete a route. So we'll just do that with another button. So let's get another button. This, Control C. Let's just do just this outline button. Control C. Copy that over to BLI on main. So that way each LI will have a button underneath the message. Okay. Let me think about this, how I want to handle this. Do I really want to use a button component? Let's go back to the docs. Back to here. Click, triggers on click, event. Can I set the ID of the button? Let's do this. Actually, I'll just use a normal button for now. Button. Why? Because I want the ID. So I want vbind ID to equal the note.id. Okay, and then we delete. But let's go to Bulma to grab some of the stuff. So I'm gonna head over to, well, I'll just use some of these links just to get over there. I don't really care what it is, just get me to the normal Bulma documentation. And then I want to take their button styles from here. Here we go, outline, so I just want the class. Not all the extra cool stuff. So add the class to the button. Delete. Okay, so let's see how this is looking. Log in. Oh. Fresh. Okay, and see each of them is getting a delete button. That's a good start. I'm definitely going to want to shorten up that container a little bit. So that class main, let me just take care of that real quick because that's going to bug me. It taking up the full width like that. So class main, really I just want the div with the class of main. Width, I want it to be, say 70% again. Then we'll say minimum width, just for mobile purposes. Minimum width is 300 pixels, so it never gets smaller than 300 pixels. And margin 700 pixels. No, 10 pixels auto, so it's centered. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay. Not perfect, but again, this is all pretty quick. Okay, and then all the notes have disappeared because it refreshed. So I have to go back here, log in, and there we go. So we got our things. So now we want to set up that delete function. Okay. Good. So delete. So the delete function will go here. Delete note. And that'd just be another function. Delete note. And what do I want to delete the note happen? I want the event. So I'm going to use the event. And in the event, I want to const id equals event dot target dot id. And then let me just copy the fetch. So do we a fetch, but now it's going to be a delete request. And then we're going to want to interpolate the ID. Okay. And then dot then. I don't care about the response. All I care about is updating the list. So then I use this dot get notes again. And then there we go. And that should be all that has to do. And now I just need to click that delete button, make it have that function. At click equals delete note. Cool. So the button has this function attached to it. What's it complaining about now? Tokens is not defined. Wow. Let's go back. Where tokens? Oh, I gotta destructure this. That's right. Control C. There we go. Tokens in URL. So that should fix that. Let's go back to the main page. Refresh. I log in. I see the things. Let's see here if I click on another one. Oop, I get a problem from origin. Has been blocked by CORS policy. Response to pre-flight request is a pass access control check. CORS policy response to pre-flight request doesn't pass control check. So why would it be let's see here. Let's log in. No, it didn't delete anything. Let's see if I can delete something through Postman. So delete. Let's do, I think it was ID 3. First, let's do a get. See what the ones we have are. Oh, I need to get a new access token. So I have, I think, one open here. Good. So send. Let's update the token. Hit send. ID 3. Okay, we're going to get rid of that one. So if I do ID 3 and I do delete, does this work? Okay, let's do a get. Oh. It did not delete it. Interesting. If I send delete request, all it's doing, it appears, is retrieving the item. And if I go back to get, oh, all three are still there. So I have to investigate a little bit. So I'm gonna go investigate. I'll see you guys in the next video. But we've gotten the ability to show our notes. We've got our ability to add notes. We're almost there.